Hello, my name is Susan and this is a Come Pack With Me with a difference. So many videos are about packing to go away on holiday. I'm doing it totally in reverse. I am going to show you everything that I bought on my holiday to Sakoma in Majorca, everything I've used and everything I haven't used. Did I pack light, which was my aim. My daughter and I were sharing this suitcase, so we only had 13 kilograms each. When the suitcase got weighed in, it was 25.2, so we were underweight. Thankfully, we haven't bought that much, so we're quite confident we're going to be underweight going back too. But of course, things never go back into the suitcase as well as they do. Did my aim to travel light work? Is there things that I brought that I shouldn't have? What did I miss? What did I forget to bring because I travelled light? I have to say, one of my most favourite things I bought was this Stanley cold cup. It has been invaluable. This is about an hour old, this drink. Can you still hear the ice? Brandy and lemonade. Delicious. My drink of choice this holiday. So, quick slurp and I'll show you all my other invaluables that I would have to bring every single time now. Okay. Right. Without a doubt, my hat. I can't compete without a sun hat. It covers up that bad hair day and I think I look quite stylish in it. I hope you agree. Unfortunately, it got wet today because I decided I was going to be athletic enough to get onto a float in the pool. I did a backward somersault to the hilarity of everybody around me and my hat got very, very wet. So I'm going to have to leave this out to the last minute, hoping it gets dry. Something else I couldn't have done without, and this is my large, very large microfiber towel. Excellent for wrapping around myself when I get out of the pool, taking down to the beach. Invaluable. I could not have done it without this towel. Of course, we can have towels from the hotel, but you always want that extra one, don't you? Especially when this can serve as a cover-up, a lounge chair sort of a throw, and as a towel. So two invaluable things that I will always bring on holiday. I brought my snorkel set, but I haven't actually used it because the sea was just a little bit too rough for us. We had to keep our wits about us and I didn't fancy wearing it in the pool, so I didn't use my snorkel set. I also didn't use my beach shoes. So these, I didn't need to bring them. Invariably, I do tend to use them around the pool surround or maybe on the beach. But on this occasion, I didn't need them. The pool surround just didn't seem to get very warm. And the beach was beautiful sand. No shells, no rocks, no nothing. So I didn't use these. Few different things that I didn't use. The evenings I thought might be a bit warm, so I brought a hand fan, didn't need it, and just sort of like a band to keep my hair in place if I was around the pool. I decided I didn't like the look, so didn't use that. I brought a couple of pairs of sunglasses, prescription sunglasses, non-prescription sunglasses for when I had my contact lenses in, and they were able to fit in this hard shell case I bought from Temu for £1. So yes, they definitely were needed. I also bought some sort of beach vibe necklaces and bracelets to wear to accessorise on holiday, and I wore these pretty much every night and day. So yes, definitely worth the investment from Temu. My makeup bag, of course, I use that. Not through the day. I'm barefaced here with the pool hair, and I'm actually drying off. I'm feeling quite soggy in this sundress and swimsuit. So yes, definitely a makeup bag, definitely a brush. My summer essentials, all my first aid kit things that I need, some eye relief gel. Thankfully, we didn't need rehydration and the Imodium or any Savlon or any other potions, headaches, whatever. So thankfully, that's going back just as full as it came. I brought my supplements, of course, because I like to make sure I get my sleep and I'm giving them a good chance. So I definitely brought my supplements and my medication. My electronics bag, I brought the camera that you're on, also a underwater little camera and various, all the gubbins, you know. I needed a EU plug, all those sorts of things. So that came in my hand luggage, my electronics box of goods. This is underwear, still quite full, you can see. Managed to do a little wash while we were here. And of course, we always bring those extra spare knickers, don't we, that we don't really need, because let's be honest, what's the likelihood that we're going to have an accident and mess ourselves every single day? But you never know, and it's always handy to have some spares. I've used my backpack loads. I bought this very cheaply from Temu several holidays ago. The zip is only half working, but you can get so much in it. So this sufficed as my carry-on bag for the aeroplane, and it's also been really useful as my beach pool bag too. Hand sanitizer. Very lucky that there's been absolutely loads around the hotel, but it's also good to have it in your bag, isn't it? My Vaseline, I spoke about this on my absolute basic beauty video. I have to have Vaseline, especially in the sun and the drying wind and the pool and the salt water, to stop my lips drying up. Likewise, my Chub Rub cream. Sun cream. This is my last one now. I had a factor 50 for the first few days and the factor 30. Only a little bit in there. Thankfully that should be enough, because I'm packing up because we're actually going home tomorrow afternoon, so that should suffice just for tomorrow morning. Spare battery pack, that should be in my kit there, and a little pouch to put my phone in so that you can take those photographs whilst you're in the water. Not so sure I would trust it underwater, but it certainly ensures that your phone is splash proof in one of these. All my things that I've been using, of course my toiletries are still in the bathroom, you know, all the essential shower gel, shampoo, conditioner, whatever. Right, told you it's been invaluable. My evening bag, a Temu special, I think it was 78p, being absolutely perfect. Phone, room key, my hand sanitizer. It's on the wrist so I can carry drinks back from the bar. So absolutely perfect, and this cream colour I found has gone with everything that I've worn. Okay, we've had a few games of cards. You've got to come on holiday with a pack of cards, haven't you? And because my grandson is 8, he has trouble holding the cards, so a card holder for him. Okay, I brought 4 pairs of shoes. It was too many, but I didn't know which pair to sacrifice before I came. I'm glad I brought my sliders. These are Croc navy sliders with some straps. So they've been very useful for wearing to the pool, around the pool, sliding them off underneath the sunbed, and getting in the pool. So I'm glad I brought these. My gold evening sandals, they go with all of my outfits, and the handbag also has gold hardware on. So they've gone quite nice, and I've worn them several evenings, but the evenings I couldn't really be bothered. I was just as happy to wear my sliders, to be perfectly honest. I wore these coming because I knew they were comfortable and they went with the outfit, and I was like, well, you know, I've got a couple of blue things, maybe I will wear them whilst I'm on holiday. No, haven't worn them since I arrived. I will wear them going home though, because they're so comfortable. And last but not least are my favourite green minty sandals. These are Peter Storm, super flexible, adjustable straps. I love these. Like the day we walked to the beach, the day we walked out to the splash park, I wore these because they are so comfortable with that padded insole. But they're looking rather sorry for themselves, and I don't know, if it's not too late in the sales, I would like to replace these really. So that's all my footwear. What about my clothes? So this is an old spaghetti strap sundress that I've got from Morrison's. I like this cross here because it's so flattering. I like the blue pattern. It's got some side slits here. I'm not sure if you can see the whole length. Super dress. I've worn it lots and lots. And it's just literally covering over a purple pattern swim dress that is from Bon Marche. And the rest of my clothes are hanging up. Okay, this is a dress from Georgia Asda that you will have seen quite recently in a haul. It was £9 and it's what I wore coming because it's actually quite thick material, and I thought what better way to announce you're going somewhere nice than this dress with these seashells on. I'm actually going to wear it home for the same reasons. It's actually quite substantially heavy, so I think that's going to be my dress to leave out to wear on the way home. This is the other swimsuit that I brought. It's in this sort of greeny blue pattern. A swim dress again with a halter neck. It's definitely coming to its end of its goodness though. I can feel that the stretchiness is going. And I'm just trying to remember where I bought it from. J.D. Williams. So that's a swim dress from J.D. Williams. And this is a matching chiffon cover-up. It's not quite the same colour, but it's got the same pattern on. And V-neck, draw cord around the waist. Comes down to sort of like just a bit above knee level, and I always feel comfortable putting that on if I'm going up to the bar, going up to the all-inclusive buffet and whatever. This is actually a size 16-18, but look how big it is. And again, because it's a matching item from J.D. Williams. This is another dress that you would have seen in a recent haul from Morrison's. I picked it up in the sale for £9, I believe. Lovely coral colour with a cream pattern, little spaghetti straps, and it's got like this extra draw cord across the back with a V-neck. So that was my sort of day dress to go to breakfast. We walked out one day, I wore this dress. So super comfortable, lightweight and super flattering. So yes, enjoyed wearing that. The days we walked down to the beach, I pulled these linen navy shorts on over my swimsuit, and I had a blue v-neck top on top of my swimsuit too. Always find it more comfortable if I'm walking to have some shorts on. Even with the Chub Rub liquid talc, it's always nice to make sure that you've got that protection there. I did actually bring an extra top with me because it's one of my favourites with this flutter sleeve. I thought if we went out in the evening, we did go out in the evening to a market, but I wore, I have to remember what I wore. I thought that would look nice with those linen shorts for the evening, but I actually wore a dress in the end. So that has been unworn. So I'm doing quite well. One thing out of everything here that I haven't worn. A neutral little crochet cardigan. I brought it just in case we needed a cover up in the evenings. It's been perfectly warm, haven't needed anything at all, even with a little strappy top. But I did wear it coming because we had a very early morning flight and we've got quite a late night flight going back. So I'll be leaving that out to wear over the top of the blue dress. This is actually quite an old dress that I got from Matalan probably a year ago, but I really love the orange and I think it's going to be quite useful for me going on into the autumn because it's got sort of brown leaves on. So yes, I enjoyed wearing that one evening. Short elasticated sleeves, elasticated, and some tiers going down. So yes, I'm glad I brought that. If you count up the orange dress, 1, 2, 3, 4. I only actually brought 4 dresses for evening wear. Some of them I've already doubled up on, and some, whatever I decide tonight, would have a second outing too. 4 dresses for the evening for 7 days. Perfect number. If I had had the full weight allowance, you can guarantee I would have bought at least 7 dresses with me, maybe 1 just in case I change my mind. In the past, I've had 23 kilograms of luggage plus 10 kilograms of hand cabin luggage, and I would have filled it. This has been such a good plan for me to have to limit what I'm bringing and make sure that it's maximum 13 kilograms, and I've succeeded, and this is going to be a game changer for me going forward on extra holidays. Again, another dress you would have seen quite recently from H&M, this black and white print dress. It's got elastication sort of off the shoulder there and little elasticated sleeves. I've worn this twice, I believe. Yes, because we went to a lovely a la carte restaurant on the park yesterday and I wore it one other evening, and I can just see a little mark on there. So this is not going to be my dress for tonight because it's got a little mark on, but I've worn it twice, so it deserves a rest. Again, a recent purchase. This is from George. It was in the sale for £9. I just love it. And I thought with these frills here in that red dotty pattern, very Spanish sort of flamenco dancer. I've worn this twice. It's such a flattering fit. These buttons here, and then it just goes over my tummy loads. So definitely I've enjoyed wearing that. Totally worth bringing it. How long have you been a viewer? Because if you've been at least since April time, you will know that this is my baby shower dress. It's from Matalan. It's the dress I searched everywhere for a baby in bloom theme for my daughter's baby shower. And I still love it and wear it. It's got these full flutter sleeves, flattering v-neck, and then this gathering underneath the bust line before going down to a full A-line skirt. Worn this once, I believe. It's a little bit snug fitting. I think I best choose one of my other dresses after a week of all inclusive. Not sure this will be my dress of choice tonight. Probably going to go with the orange, to be perfectly honest. But so glad I brought this, because I had some lovely photographs taken with the grandchildren wearing this dress. So I'd better get all this in the suitcase now, and I'll be winging my way back to you very soon. Please, can you give me a thumbs up, comment down below, push that subscribe button, but most of all, come back and see me again. Cheers.